What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Former LA Laker guard Russell Westbrook, aka Mr. Triple-Double, averaged triple-double for 3 straight years. A guy that's destined to be in the Naismith Hall of Fame, was traded to the Utah Jazz. Now he has bought out his contract with the Utah Jazz and he is signing with the Los Angeles Clippers. So basically he's going from one side of the arena to the other side of the arena. And he's basically don't have to move. Now he is from LA, from the LA area at least. And he won't have to pack up his bags and leave. He can pretty much stay at home. That's going to be very, very interesting because the Lakers and the Clippers, they will be playing April 5th. And I can't wait to see that game. That's must-see TV, as Russell Westbrook, according to what I'm hearing, felt he was done dirty by the Los Angeles Lakers. Felt that LeBron James had lost faith in him and pretty much was the main reason why he's no longer with Los Angeles Lakers. I thought he did a good job with the Lakers, actually, man. You know, when he first got there, you know, he struggled. You know, he wasn't the type of player that could play alongside of LeBron James effectively because he's not a spot-up shooter. He's more of a guy that can slash to the basket, a guy that needs the ball in his hands, a guy that's going to get rebounds, get assists, have a high usage rate, and average a triple-double like he's been doing for 3 straight years, you know, up to here recently. He hadn't done it in the last couple of years, but he had averaged a triple-double 3 straight years. So he'll be playing alongside Paul George, aka PG-13, playoff P, and Kawhi Leonard, who has won 2 NBA championships. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. The interesting development is as Russell Westbrook and signing with the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, does this make the Los Angeles Clippers the favorite to come out of the Western Conference? No, but it does make them on that short list of teams that I consider that have a real chance to come out of the Western Conference. I think if I had to rate the top teams to come out of the West, I probably would have to put, I like Memphis. You know, I like Memphis team. I like what they got in Bane and Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson. They got a deep bench. They hit the boards. I really like what they doing. They got some experience, some much-needed experience last year when they was able to defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves in a great series, 4-2, and then they was able to push the eventual NBA champions, Golden State Warriors, to 6 games. Who knows if Ja Morant would have got hurt? Maybe they would have represented the Western Conference. Ja Morant came out earlier this year and said that the only team he worried about is the Boston Celtics, so he don't see no real threat in the Western Conference. So that remains to be seen once playoff starts. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But Russell Westbrook is signing with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's going to be in Chip City. That's what he's hoping it becomes around June. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But interesting development, man. But I put Memphis at number 1. I would probably put I don't believe in the Denver Nuggets. I know they got the number 1 seed. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get enough stops on the defensive end to ultimately come out of the West. So I like Memphis. I like Golden State, but they've got to get healthy. They're a year older, but I think they might have one more run in them. But last year might have been the last great run they could have. You know, they accumulated their 4th championship and pretty much established themselves as a dynasty and putting their names alongside the dynasties of the past, the Chicago Bulls of the 90s, the Lakers of the 80s, the Pistons of the early 90s, the Celtics of the 80s. They're right alongside, in my opinion, of those great dynasties, that being the Golden State Warriors. But does they have one more run left in them? Steph Curry has to get healthy. They brought back Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton III, and I thought they really missed him this season, but they were able to bring him back. But he's going through an abdominal injury, so he has to get back from that. They say he's going to be out for around about a month, so that'll probably bring him back right before the playoffs. Will he be able to get into some kind of rhythm, knock the rustinesses off to help the Golden State Warriors like he did last year? That remains to be seen. But I'll probably put them number 2, and I'll probably put Phoenix number 3, as they brought in Kevin Durant, a top 15 all-time player, a guy that is one of the best players in the game, one of the most efficient players in the game. He don't need 30 shots to get 30 points. He can get 30 points on 15 shots. That's just how efficient he is. A great scorer, a great dynamic playmaker, underrated playmaker, that being Kevin Durant. Once they get him with CP3, Chris Paul, and Booker, and Ayton, the way he's been playing down the stretch, I'll probably put them at the 3rd team on the list behind Golden State and Memphis. So those 3 teams, I think, are the likely teams to come out of the West. The Lakers could scare some teams, but I just don't believe in Anthony Davis. And D'Angelo Russell, I like that pickup, and I like some other pickups they picked up. Some guys like Beasley, Malik Beasley. They picked up a couple of other players. Mo Bamba, it's going to get him some lift inside, some shot blocking inside, some weak side shot blocking. And he'll be able to be a little bit better on the pick and roll. He'll be able to move a little bit better laterally than guys they had, previously, like Dwight Howard and, McGee and guys like that. So I like their acquisitions, but I just think the other 3 teams are ahead of them. I probably put them 4th. And then we go down there with Denver and guys like that. New Orleans, I think they have a real good coach, real good rising young coach in Willie Green. And Willie Green is a great young coach, man. I think once they get Zion Williams back, maybe at the end of this year, they'll be a threat. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they could win that first round matchup. I don't see them getting past the second round. I rate those other teams ahead of them. But it's going to come down to basically the seeding, who plays who. If you match up well with a team, you might beat a team even though you're the lower seed. So I think teams going to be really trying to get that 6th seed. You look at Sacramento as the 3rd seed, who I really don't see as a serious contender. I think they're doing very well. Bill Brown, who Golden State Warriors are missing, especially how you look at what the Warriors are doing on defense compared to their championship teams, where they talked about them shooting threes and being this great shooting team, which they were, but they won those championship on defense, and they really missed Bill Brown, and because he's over there as a head coach of the Sacramento Kings, and he's doing a great job. But they right now currently are the 3rd seed, and I think teams like if Golden State can get that 6th seed, or even the Lakers can get that 6th seed, I would predict them to beat inexperienced but talented Sacramento Kings team. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But again, Russell Westbrook has signed with the Los Angeles Clippers, which makes them one of the teams to beat in the Western Conference. But I still rate Memphis, Golden State ahead of them, and I probably will have to put them Memphis, Golden State, Phoenix. I probably rate ahead of them. I would probably put them 4th behind those teams, right ahead of the Lakers. That's my top 5. They have a chance to make some noise, at least get to the second round of the playoffs. But really, to get to the finals, I think it's really a 3-horse race. Really, really believe it's a 3-horse race. Phoenix, Memphis, and Golden State. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard.Briscoe.3551. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.